Welcome to Northern Lakes College, Take 10. I am Kyle, and I'm going to be your host for today's Take 10. And we got a great topic today. It's all about men's health, which is going to be interesting because I'm learning there's a lot of stuff that I discovered that I need to change if I want to be around for the next 20, 30 years. So let's get started. And just so you know, we are recording this and it will be available to you through our student success website at Northern Lakes College. So this presentation is really about some of the risks that men are facing today. So what are their lifestyle choices to reduce these risks? And we want to understand what care can we be doing? And at the very end, we'll talk about some of the resources available to help support those healthy choices. So the leading cause of death in males is heart disease, lung cancer, and stroke. And I don't think that really surprises anybody. And a lot of it is because of our lifestyle. And there could be a lot of changes made where you can change this or change the course. So let's just talk about stress. Try to reduce your stress. Try to reduce your tobacco, your body weight. Your activity level has to increase, and you have to watch what you eat. The problem is men don't really pay much attention to their health than women. So why is that? And I'm sure there's many articles on that very subject. But today, I don't have the answer to that. I'm just saying, I think a lot of times men are just stubborn and they just don't want to do some of the things that they need to do. And in general, men don't see a doctor on a regular basis. You should see a doctor at least once a year, at least. And 72% of Canadian men have unhealthy habits. And that's according to a study that Men's Health Foundation did. 72%. That's a lot of people. So a lot of change in that has to be done. So a few tips for you. So the first one isn't a surprise. It's schedule a checkup. So the best way to identify any type of health problem is to make an appointment with a doctor before it gets serious. Look at it this way. If I had a leak in my house and I ignored it for years and years and years, well, that leak is going to cause a whole bunch of things that I'm going to have to fix in the end. It's going to cause water damage to my drywall. It's going to get into the wood and it possibly rot the wood. And that could mean a lot of financial changes, or it could wreck the foundation. And it could cause mold. And when there's mold, it causes health problems. And that takes a lot of time and money to fix. So think about that as your body. If we let things go too late and we don't catch it soon enough, it gets harder to fix in the end. So schedule that checkup. This is the most amazing picture I've ever seen. And most men will agree with me. Look at that juicy burger, the beautiful fries. The problem is we shouldn't be eating that stuff. That stuff's not good for you. So dieting is a challenge for most men. We need to watch how much we drink. Fruit drinks have lots of sugar. Sugar's not good for you. Sugar's evil. Don't eat, don't have lots of juices and sodas and stuff with sugar in it. We need to reduce that. We need to reduce our saturated fats. This is my biggest problem right here. Butter, bacon, bacon. The burgers, the cheese, the creams. I love all that stuff. But it's probably the worst thing you guys should be eating. So that's got to be reduced or cut out of your diet before it's too late. What we should be eating, and I want to say, you should be eating like birds. So eat a complex carb, your peas, your beans, your whole grains, and your vegetables. And you know what? If you don't have access to fresh vegetables, there's nothing wrong with frozen vegetables. Nothing. So our silent killers out there are our high blood pressure and high cholesterol. That will eat away at you and destroy you. You need to get a check on that. And the only way you're going to do that is you need to consult with a dietitian or a doctor. They don't bite. Please go to them, because what happens is you go surfing, you go on the web, you find these little diets and stuff like that, but nothing is as good as a professional, an in-person discussion. So definitely, I recommend you do that. Tip 3, prostate cancer screening. All right, men, this is a very unique situation. So 1 in 7 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. So the only way around this is early screening. If you have a family member that has cancer, there's a good chance you may have that. I don't say you're going to get cancer, but I'm saying you need to be, you need that screening on a more regular basis. So make sure you get that before it gets too late. If you don't know what the prostate is, it's located below the bladder in front of the rectum. And how do you check that? Do I dare tell you? Or just look at the picture and figure out where that finger is going. And it's about the size of a walnut. And tip number 4, immunization. I'm having trouble saying it. So you got to remember, routine screening can save your life. So always start with a visit to the doctor. If you're going overseas and stuff like that, there's a number of vaccines you would have to get regardless. But these are 8 of the most common ones that men should consider getting. So your DTaP, and that protects against tetanus, diphtheria, and whooping cough. Your HPV, and basically that's for sexually transmitted infections. So it works best with guys who have not had sex or have been exposed to the virus. Hepatitis B and A basically are liver infections, and they spread through bodily fluids of infected people. And so it's not really good to have hepatitis. So make sure you get the vaccine to help with that. And then we get meningitis, and that's not a good one to have either. I mean, not to get. So get the vaccine for meningitis. Your measles, mumps, and rubella. Usually measles and mumps, like if you've had them as a kid, you would think, oh, I shouldn't have to worry about it. The problem is our world, there's people interacting with each other. There's other countries that may not have a good program, and they're bringing, they may have mumps, and it could pass on to you. So make sure that your shots are up to date. And the other one I can't even pronounce. I'm not even going to try. So you could read it. Basically, any kind of bacteria caused by strep and pneumonia, not good to get. So really make sure you get a vaccine on that. And last of the 8, and I know there's one more, but shingles. Shingles is a viral infection, causes a little red dots all over your legs and body parts. And it's painful. It's a painful rash. And it's caused by a virus. So make sure you get a shot for that. And of course, we're in the COVID era now. So if you haven't had your COVID shot yet, I really, really strongly recommend you get it. And there's probably a good chance we'll be getting updated COVID shots in the future too, but stay tuned for that. And then last is get active, stay active. So we need to exercise safely and healthy. Okay, so you should be exercising 5 days a week, at least 30 minutes a day, depending on who you talk to and what you read. It could be 15, it could be 20, and then you want to kind of mix it up. A lot of problems is how do you stay motivated? So one of the things I would recommend is get a buddy, a friend, or whatever, and just do it together. Download an app. If you want to join a gym, just figure a way to keep yourself motivated in doing it. Then schedule your training as if it's a high priority appointment. Like, don't have excuses not to do it. If you look around town, uh, I know where I live, it could be the crappiest day out, but these guys are exercising at the same time every day, and that's their high priority. There's a whack of resources out there. So Alberta HealthLink has a number of things that affect men, from erection problems to urinary incontinence, prostate cancer screening, and prostate cancer. Definitely look those up. And Campus Well is our campus magazine. They have some great articles for men and men's health. And of course, there's the Men's Health magazine. There's the website, or the web address is on the screen. And they have a really cool thing called UCheck. So it's a health tool that men just take 10-minute survey, and it tells you what you need to do that, hey, could make you live for the next 10 years. Like, don't take this stuff serious. Don't take it lightly. It's very important that you do your checkups. Well, that's it. My name is Kyle, and that is the end of Take 10 for today. You guys have a great day. Okay, bye.